Peace, peace, peace in the now of the one, the only now, and the only one. We're back again like we never left because we never really do. We are always constantly in the moment, forever entrenched in the moment. I wanted to bring it down to our, we usually have a broader conversation about the nature of reality. I want to bring it down to our own personal incarnations and trust within that incarnation. And I think that that's the theme, and that's what I've been seeing within myself and other spiritually based content creators. So there's like a symbiosis going on, a shared awareness of the theme of the current times, which to me I believe is trust. Trust in the highest version of you, trust in the Most High, whatever it is that you feel comfortable calling this entity, this being, whatever it is that you feel comfortable calling it. This trust, right? This trust forces you to relinquish the control that the human aspect of you has on the reality that you experience. But when you but it's hard for us to relinquish that power, that control, because we're so used to dominating our circumstances with trying and trying over and over, usually futile, and it does manifest sometimes, but not as powerfully as it would manifest if we allowed the part of us that exists beyond this particular realm to help guide, not only help guide us, but quite literally orchestrate the events within our world. And then all we would have to do is walk into them, live them, observe them, be with them, as them. In my personal reality, it was natural for some reason in the past couple of weeks. It's been a natural surrender, a natural, oh, I just know already. I know it's going to manifest properly for me. I know whatever. I don't know how I know. I don't know. But I just know that it's going to be okay, right? If something's supposed to be coming into my life, like I applied for something or I did this or I did that, I just know once I get back the information from whatever it is, it's going to be, oh yeah, perfect. Or if it's not, then I'll be directed to something else instantly. Like there's no delay in it anymore. But this trust, you have to have so much faith in this version of yourself, because the you here, this you, can conjure up so many reasons why things aren't going to work out. Like your mind is powerful as fuck. Peace, peace, peace. Gratitude. Thank you guys. Like the live, share the live. Please tap the screen. Please like the live, share the live. Give gifts if you feel called to. If the gifting mechanism doesn't work, I have to actually set this up really quickly too, because they've changed. What I've seen is the reason why the gifting mechanisms aren't working the same is because they're changing the way that gifts work now, right? So it is interesting to see. Now it's like based on like, I mean, I don't really know what it's based on. I read up on it, but you know, it's pretty strange. Yes, here we go. Let's get right. So yes, the gifting mechanism has changed. So I guess while they're changing it, it's a little wacky. But if you can give gifts, please do. Let's continue. Like the live, at least share the live. Do the free stuff. Here we go. Whoa. Your mind is powerful, so it can concoct anything. It can concoct any reason why things aren't going to work out, and you're going to believe it because you think, oh, it's my mind, so obviously I came up with this, and this is why it's not going to work. No, that's not how it works. Your mind is getting images and pictures in your head that correspond with the vibration that you're on right now. Okay? Let me say that again. It's not, see, when you think things and you think about things and you think about why things aren't going to happen or why they aren't going to work out, you listen to it, you're like, yeah, nah, you're right. That makes sense, mind. That makes sense, me. But is it you? Or is it the vibration that you're on in this particular moment that's giving you these images that correspond with that vibration? How are you feeling in the moment? How are you? See, this is why peace is the ultimate power. Love, ultimate power, authenticity. These are the ultimate powers within reality because they relax the nervous system of the body. They relax all the senses of the body so that that vibration can take over the aura. And then when you think about your life's circumstances, the imaginations that you'll have will be directly aligned with the vibration that you're on. And we know how important the imagination is. We know how we haven't given it much importance in our world because, again, we're objective. So we think that I have to do things for things to occur. And although that is the truth, in a way, if I imagine myself not getting out of bed, I'll stay in bed all day. It all happens in imagination. Someone imagined this. Someone imagined this. Everything in the human reality was first imagination before it came into the screen of life. And that's just the surface level of it. When we talk about reality itself is a mental construct. Okay? Let's get back. Peace, 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 gratitude in the now. So here we go, right? This is what we're talking about, trust. We're talking about relinquishing your mind is crazy. Like the mind it be bugging. So relinquishing your need to control the outcomes. Putting out there what you need and wish to put out there, peace, peace, peace. Doing the work, boom, I did this, boom, done. Doing this, boom, boom, I did this, done. Now allowing it to be. Allow it to be. Your goals, your situations, your circumstances, your reality, the things that you want to create will be infused with the energy that you give it. So if you're making art, if you're making this, if you're doing that, if you're trying to accomplish whatever it is, whatever the energy that you're giving it when you're doing it, and then when it's done and you contemplate on it, that's the energy in which it'll manifest. That's the impact that it will have on others because your energy is infused in it, right? It's the same way you get a glimpse of that fact when you listen to music, right? When you listen to music, you can feel the intent underneath the music. You can feel it, okay? You can feel what people meant by the songs that they created. This is me just giving you a glimpse of how what we feel and express is infused in the things that we do. Artistic expression, conversations, everything's energetic, right? So this is why I tell you, peace is ultimate in living this life. Because you're telling the universe, hey, I trust that it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay. I already know. That's peace. Fear and anxiety is, I don't know. I'm uncertain whether or not things are going to manifest in my benefit. I'm uncertain of it. This is why these feelings get conjured up, like the live, share the live. Give gifts only if you feel called to. I appreciate and love every single one of you. If this lecture is hitting you anywhere in your heart, mind, and soul, you can donate. It is the Cash App tag of the title if you feel called to, because the gifting mechanism seems not to be working for everyone. So if you do want to support, you can support that way. So let's keep going, right? My personal incarnation, from what I'm gathering, right? The way things are manifesting for me, gratitude, so much gratitude. The way things are manifesting for me is with ease and grace. It's because I went through the fire. What do I mean by that? The external world showed me my mind. Now, when you listen to me. When you contemplate on your life's happenings, that's the inner version of the vision of life. Listen, watch. But that inner version of contemplation also shows itself in life as people, places, circumstances, reality. So it's two realities, but one. Listen, it's the mind and then the mind objectified. So you're facing yourself inwardly, then you're facing yourself outwardly. That's all it's ever been. Listen, so you contemplate, you meditate on your life, on yourself. And then you have to face it in the physical reality. So you're doing it both ways. I'm just reading your book. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I kind of cringe because I wrote it when I was 26, but I was in the now. So there's definitely brilliant gems in that book. I actually have to go back and reread it because there's things in it that I need. Here we go. Listen. From my part, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. For real. From my personal incarnation, just give you an example. I don't ever like to make it about me because I like to make it about you, because this is why you came to listen, so you can remember who you are. But let me give you an example of from my incarnation. Things are moving in a way that correspond with the peace that I've been giving life. Because again, it happens first inwardly, then in an objective way. So even the things that piss me off, because things piss me off, be getting tight too. I'm human. I be feeling it. But I engage with it with my peace as much as I can. Not to say that I'm perfect, but as much as I can. Right? So that's my base reality. My base reality is that whatever's happening in the objective world, I know that it's really my mind on the screen of life. So if I interact with it as if it's something other than my mind, I'm pulling myself back into the illusion. Oh, but no, now I know that everything that I experience within the physical reality is happening within me. So I interact with it like that. Oh, you're just another part of my mind. Oh, you're just another thought, aren't you? Got it. And then when you move that way, right, the people feel that they're like, why aren't you fazed by this? Why aren't you moved by what I'm saying to you? I thought that it would move you. I thought that it would knock you off your square or take you out of your peace. Oh, but they don't know that I know who they really are, the truth of them, not what they're displaying to me. Peace. Saving up. I can't wait to buy your book. Hey, look, it's the digital version is like $6 if you can afford that. So you just click the link in my bio, go to lulu.com. I think it's $6 to $8. You can get a digital version right to your phone. So if that's the issue. But here we go. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Please tap the screen. Please share this with your people. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Watch this shit, right? Watch, look. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the main point of my lecture here today is trust, right? I really do. I wish that I can infuse the trust that I have for my particular universe into everybody so they can feel how this feels. Because it's insane. It feels like, whoa, I just know I'm going to be good. Damn, like, where's the fear at? Where's the anxiety that I used to feel for my reality? Where'd it go? That's what it feels like. Don't get me wrong, right? I've been practicing right? So, like, if I get an email about something important, I'll still feel the feelings that I would usually feel, but I'm just allowing them to go through my body. I'm not associating myself as the feeling. I'm like, okay, it's happening all in here. I feel it. Whoa, the fear, the anxiety, I feel it. Right? Feel it. But I'm letting it pass. And then when I let it pass, I'm like, oh, damn. Usually, once that feeling would come within my body, I attach to the feeling. And I'm like, I really become afraid, as opposed to knowing that energy's flowing, fear's flowing, love's flowing, anxiety, joy, all those things are just flowing. And you get glimpses of all of those all the time because you're an emotional being. Does that make sense? You're not the feelings. The feelings are flowing everywhere. They're flowing. You get stimulated by reality, by like I said, like an email or a mail or a phone call or a text. You get stimulated by it, but that's not who you are. These things are just flowing. You got to just let it happen. Okay. Oh, all right. Right. Needed to hear this today. Peace to you. Thank you so much for being. Thank you for confirming that what I'm saying makes some type of sense. Here we go. Now we're gonna switch gears now, okay? We're gonna switch gears a little bit. Like the live, share the live, give gifts only if you feel called to. I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much. Here we go. We're gonna switch gears now because this just came to my mind in the now. Of how important you are to the grand scheme of reality, how important you are to life, period. I got to let you know. Because most of these lives won't. You'll go on these lives and they'll tell you that it's Jesus, or they tell you that it's Buddha, or they tell you that it's Muhammad, or they tell you that it's Krishna. I'm going to tell you it's you. Because the energy that you give off is the most important energy that there is. Why? Because you're the one here. Is Jesus affecting Earth right now? Jesus is only affecting Earth through those that believe in the Jesus character. Am I right or am I wrong? I think I'm right. So from my perspective, it's you that affects the Earth life. It's you that affects the universe. It's you that affects the humans that are around you, is it not? And I don't think that it's a necessity for you to believe in one particular being or not. I think it's more so about who you are in the now. What you're giving off to reality, that's the ascension. That's the end times. That's you capturing back this realm from the hellish reality that we were in. But that, I went on a rant just now, but let me get back. I have to have this one-on-one. Hey, book it. It's ready for you. It's waiting for you. Here we go. You are the most important piece to the puzzle of reality. Why do I say that? Why is everything hell-bent on getting your attention? Everything and everyone. Everything in your life and everyone in your life wants your attention. Why? It's because your attention is quite literally the power of life. Inattention is where things are. Listen, I'm going to get you. I got you. Watch this. It was at a certain point where the news didn't need anyone to get your attention. Listen to me. It's because they had a monopoly on attention. You would turn on the news and just watch it. Now, the phones were introduced. Now the attention has been pulled away from the news and the mainstream. Now everyone's on their phone. Right? And it's not just the news. It's all of these institutions that harvest attention. They used to be able to just have you watch. Peace, Ima. Love you dearly. Watch. They used to be able to have you watch without trying. This is an attention reality, an attention economy, an attention political world. It's attention. Listen, I got you. Listen to me. They used to be able to pull in your attention with ease, but now you're on your phone. So what did they have to do? They had to switch to the phone now. Now they have to, now CNN has to create an account, a CNN TikTok account. Now, who garners the most attention within the reality? I'm just giving you an example about attention. Watch this. Who garners the most attention within reality? Streamers do. The streamers have gathered all the attention. So now the mainstream outlets of attention harvesters, who are they pulling in now? The streamers. Now the streamers are at the Grammys. Now the streamers are on the news. Now the streamers are on fucking WWE. The streamers are everywhere now because it's an attention reality. You're not hearing me. Now, Whose attention is the most important of them all? Well, of course, it's yours. It's yours. If they can see, look, when this thing right here, let's say that this is something that everybody loves. If everybody's paying attention, let's say the Super Bowl, it's attention harvesting. If I can get everybody to look over here, all the attention's focused here. So I can, one, program whoever's looking here with whatever it is that I want. And then also on the back end, I can do things that they're not focused on. And by the time they do focus on it, they're going to be like, fuck, when did this happen? Hear me. Hear me. Watch this though. Look. Plane crash. Boop, boop. Wildfires. Boop, 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 boop. Drones. Think it's random? Think it's random? No, it's attention harvesting. Just like everybody on this planet is subconsciously looking for sources of energy. Subconsciously. They don't even know they're doing it consciously. Not knowing that an infinite spring of energy lives within them. This is my point. Everything's about energy. Everything's about concentration and attention. Because what the one you imagines things to be, it will be. Right? So even with the me that you see, how I'm displaying myself. Ooh, let's uncover it here, huh? How you see me and how I display myself, I get energy from that. Don't I? Of course I do. I get energy from you commenting. This is me allowing transparency to flow. Okay? For real. Because you need to hear this. This is with every person you watch, every person you listen to, everything you entertain is getting energy from you. Now, if I'm someone that you resonate with, it's an equal energy exchange. It feels good. And yet, it's still what I just said it was. It's energy back and forth. It's you listening to me, giving me your attention, right? It's the same thing for reality. It's the same thing for the Matrix. It's the same thing for the people in your life. It's the same thing for work. It's the same thing for money. All of it. All of it. Now, from my perspective, let me explain something. Let me give you examples of how this thing works, right? So look. I'm God. I'm the creator of the universe. From my perspective, I have to say this. I got to let you know so you can understand what I'm about to say. I'm the one. I'm the projectionist. This is a hologram of my making. The things that I focus on are under attack. I'm going to tell you why. Watch. So I'm a blockchain type of person, right? I like crypto. I like blockchain. When I'm focused on that, things tend to happen, right? So I had a session yesterday and I was hyper focused on crypto. I was talking about it, right? Then yesterday was one of the biggest crashes in crypto to ever happen, meaning the price went down, crazy, okay? Track with me, follow me. 2 weeks ago, I also told you that I'm headed to Egypt in about 2 weeks. Listen to me. I told you guys that I booked my ticket last week. Yeah? I booked my ticket to go to Egypt. Then after that, not even 2 days later, not even a day later, what happened? The first plane crash. Boom. Then the next day, another plane crashes. Boom. So I'm deducing from my incarnation, damn, y'all want my attention that bad, huh? You're willing to crash the system to get God's attention, aren't you? You're willing to fly. This is from my perspective. I could be dead wrong. I could be wrong. But from my perspective, it's as if I've been paying so much attention to my inner world. I've been paying so much attention to helping those wake up. Listen, we're going to talk about that, Vanessa. You don't even have to bring that up here. We're going to talk about that Saturday. I'm not giving no game on here. You actually you paid for it already. So you don't want me to give no game on here. I promise. You going to want that one-on-one. I paid for this, right? Trust me. Here we go. If you have a child, you will be able to witness what I'm saying better. I'm going to tell you why. When a child feels as if you're not paying attention to them, they act out. They act out so that they can get your attention, so they can feel alive. Mom, look, I'm doing something. And I'm jumping. Look, hey, look. Validate me. Make me feel real. Make me feel important. Okay? I also gave the example, right? Peace. And then she said, great example. And I also gave the example of, listen, if you're in a full-blown relationship, just give me, if you're in a full-blown, loving relationship, you've been exchanging energy with this human being, right? You've been exchanging energy with this being for a couple of years. Y'all vibing. Then out of nowhere, you completely cut them off without saying anything. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to act out. They feel that energy has been snatched away from them. They're going to show up at your job. They're going to call you. They're going to text you. They're going to want to know what the fuck happened. Now watch this. Listen to me. It's the same. Everything's energy. It's the same thing with the Matrix. Do you hear what I'm about to tell you? Imagine, for years and years, however old you are, you've been giving your light, your energy to work, energy to politics, energy to the Matrix. You've been giving all of your energy to it, and then one day, you cut it off and said, fuck you. What do you think the Matrix is going to do? What do you think the system's going to do? Well, it's going to do the same thing that person in the relationship would do. It's going to act out. It's going to beg for your attention. Why are you not watching? Why are you not listening? I feel that you're not paying attention anymore. You're not hearing me. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Yeah. If you wish to support me, please do. The title of this is my Cash App. If you feel called to donate, I don't care if it's $1. This is how I can continue to talk to the collective and give them realizations from the one mind that we all are. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so let's break it down even further. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. Let's break it down. Okay? Getting a little emotional. It's real. This shit is real, y'all. Listen. The only power that that construct had was the power that you gave it. Okay? Granted, you were born in this particular reality with amnesia, you didn't remember the soul version of you that knows everything. You had glimpses of it because you have intuition that whispers to you, hey, you should do this, you shouldn't do that, you should eat this, you shouldn't eat that. And you kind of ignore it because you've been desensitized, but let's keep going. Let's stay on track. You designed this reality in a way so that you can have victim and victimizer. Yeah, so you can play the role of being a victim. So you were birthed into this particular realm where you had objectified versions of yourself that seemed to have the power. And then you said, yes, you're right. Work. Yes, you're right. Money. Yes, you're right. Church. Yeah. Mom, dad, authority figures. This is life. Right? Then you got to an age, a human age, even though the soul was trying to shine through when you were a child, but they kept suppressing it because you're a kid. What you know, stay in a child's place. Stay in a child's place, huh? I'm a soul, though. You didn't say that, but you felt that. I'm a soul. I know some stuff. But they beat it out of you, not literally, but figuratively. Some of them literally beat it out of you so that you can stay in a child's place, so that the soul wasn't able to express itself. But let's keep going. I don't want to go on a tangent. Okay. Then you got to an age where you were able to think for yourself. What are these authority figures that were telling me that this is this and this is that, and that I need to do this and this to do that? That doesn't make much sense to me now that I'm older, now that I can think for myself and there's no authority figures that can force me to do anything. Well, some of them still try to. I still have these figures in my life, whether it be mom or boss or government. But I'm starting to see through them now. I start to see beyond them. You're trying to control me. Why? Well, I told you why. It's energy, it's attention, it's harvesting of your loosh, your life force. You ever notice when you leave a particular situation, when you leave a particular person, when you just leave the life that you've been living for so long, these parts of your being, they long for you. Why? Because the energy that you were giving them was powerful, right? Even when you were sitting there in your silence, just your presence alone is power, right? Your presence alone. So when you pull your presence away from these particular people, these particular situations, when you pull your attention away, it's as if part of them is missing. Where'd it go? Where'd that part of me go? Huh? Back ahead. This is the crux of it all, is that it's all energy, right? But the energy lives within us, and so does the reality itself. Listen to me. Everybody feels that when somebody leaves their life, everybody feels when they leave certain situations, circumstances, that something's missing, until they go within, and then they feel, wait, the only reason why I feel like something's missing because of this relationship, because of this job, is because of the amount of energy I gave the relationship, the amount of energy I gave the job. So I'm not missing them, I'm missing what I gave them. Even if I missed the mannerisms that they had, even if I missed the way that they spoke, it was what I gave them when they spoke, or the mannerism. Oh, I like that. Energy, 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 energy. So, when you snatch your energy back from the matrix, when you snatch your energy back from toxic relationships and realities, when you snatch it back, yeah, they're going to go looking for that energy, because that's where you were one of their sources. Not the only one, but you might have been a main source because you're powerful. So they're like, what the fuck? Yo, what's up? Well, I ain't hear from you in a while. Missing you. Even though I was abusing you, they're not going to say that. Even though I was treating you like shit, missing you. Missing the way I was able to abuse you. Yeah, like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. I love and appreciate every single one of you as if you are me, because you quite literally are me. Facts, I've been realizing this probably why people always double back, even if they ain't intending to. Indeed, energy vampires is what we call it. Yeah, people, this is my point, y'all. Listen to me. I know that it's demonic and it's energy, it's vampire energy. But when you get to the crux of it, you realize that human beings are outwardly directed. So since humans are outwardly directed, they're always looking for sources of energy. Listen to me. When someone says you're beautiful, you get a jolt of energy. When someone likes your video or comments on your video, you get a jolt of energy. This is dopamine. This is energy. That you're getting energy. This is why most celebrities feel like gods, because you and all of us really have been giving all of our life force energy to them. So they walk around with your energy, godly. But the true gods have arisen. And what I mean by that is those that they used celebrities to get the true God's energy and give up our energy to these beings. And now that we're like, I don't care about celebrities anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. Now they have to pull out all the stops, and now they have to get dramatic with the things that they do to get our attention. It's the same thing with the governments. It's the same thing with the politicians, the Hollywood, all of it. Now that we are the ones that are the power, the Christed beings, the godly beings, the Buddha beings, the Bodhisattva beings, all that, you name it, we are that. Yeah. Yeah, so the more that you go within, the more, hear me. The world around you is becoming more chaotic because the world around you needs you to pay attention to it. The more you go within yourself, it's like everybody's fucking going crazy because they don't know that the world itself lives within them. So they're trying to figure out why the world's going to shit when they're the reason for the world, right? And you're like, all right, I remember. But I also know that since I'm going within and I'm collapsing this reality in an energetic way, that everything in the reality, since it relied on me, the one, it's going to act just like that romantic relationship. It's going to wild out, right? And then it's going to play it out and it's going to be over. Does the Matrix ever trying to attack you when you wake up? What we call the Matrix. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts, man. I appreciate it. Watch this. What we call them, you can't look at it in a fearful manner. Look, I'm trying to explain to you that, yes, it may be a bit scary, but I'm telling you that it is you. This is why I give the example of telling you that you're in a dream, that this is a dream and you're the dreamer. I try to give you different types of examples. Or I say this is a movie and you're the actor, director, and writer, screenwriter. So that you can realize that what you call the Matrix, although it seems to have a power over you, you designed it to be that way. So that you can finally wake up to it. Whoa, shit, like nothing has power over me. Whoa. And then you have other versions of yourself that wake up to that too, that articulate that knowledge to you in different ways. Like I articulate it in this way, this person articulates it in that way, right? But we're all saying the same things, that you're the power, you're the one. That's really our main point. And anybody that's not directing you inwardly is pulling you back into the Matrix so that you can continue to live a life that's filled with fear, that's filled with the thought of separation between you and I, between you and the sun, between you and the trees, between you and God. Okay? This goes for institutions like we talk about, like I said, like the churches and the Bibles and all that, and how we interpret those things. Because it's always telling you that God's out there. When I told you that the external world is a mirror of your mind, God lives within you. That's my point. We are all just one being ultimately. Let me give you an example, right? Because you're probably new to my transmission, right? Listen to me. There's only one energy occurring right now, okay? Hence the reason why we can, like when you're giving off an energy, you walk in a room and somebody gives off a bad vibe. What does that mean? That means we're all living in the same energetic construct and that I emit a specific frequency that travels to you. And this is the example I give. That I'm over here and I don't know where you're at. Let's just say you're in China. Let's just pretend. You're in China and I'm all the way over here. So logic dictates that you're miles and miles away. But you can feel me through the screen. Or you would have swiped already. You can feel my energy. And it must feel good to you. Meaning that the me that I really am is an energetic being. And I prove that to you through energy. And you can feel it from China. So there's only one energy happening, one being happening, disguising itself as me, the me that you see, as the sun that you see, the trees, the dog, the houses, all of that is one being. You're not hearing me. Right? And this is the reason why you're starting to feel unstoppable. You're starting to feel unstoppable because you're the only one trying to stop you. Anything that seems to be trying to stop you in the outer world, I told you, is your mind objectified. materialized. Your mind is being materialized into a holographic experience of what we call material life. So you're the dream and you're the dreamer. And you are beginning to dream lucid. What does that mean? That means that you're waking up in the dream. It's the same thing in your night dreams. When you, yeah, like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. If you feel called to support, www.amazon.com. Type in MoonManT, get the physical book, or you can click the link in my bio. You can get the digital book. If you'd like a one-on-one session with me, please book a one-on-one session with me if you feel called to, if I've given you anything within this. When you click on the one-on-one link, please follow the directions. Payment is due upon booking so you can lock in your slot. I love and appreciate you. When you click on the one-on-one link, please follow the directions. Payment is due upon booking so you can lock in your slot. I love and appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, please subscribe at the bottom. Subscribe if the subscription button is working. I don't know what's going on with TikTok, man, but they're messing up my operation. But subscribe at the bottom if you can. Do you have YouTube? Yes, I put these on YouTube. So this will be on YouTube. So click the link in my bio. Again, all link in the bio. And subscribe to my YouTube. Here we go. Oh, whoa, when I lucid dream and realize I'm dreaming and try to tell people my dream, they don't believe me. Here we go. Watch this. Now we're getting, let me plug that up real quick. Let's plug that one up. When you go to the dream world, just like Vanessa just said, when you go to the dream world and you dream lucid, meaning you're aware of this life there. You're like, oh, I know that I'm Vanessa. Let's say because this is Vanessa's comment is pinned. Watch. So when you go to the dream world and you become aware of Vanessa, whoa, this is a fucking dream. Then you go around your dream and you're like, hey guys, like, I think this is a dream. They're going to think you're crazy. They're gonna be like, what? They don't have any conception of it being a dream, but it's your dream and they're in it. So you're like, whatever, and you fly off because you can. It's a dream. You can do whatever you can do in a dream, you can do when you're dreaming lucid. You have control over the dream. Oh, shit. Can you see where I'm going here? Here we go. Now, when you wake up back to this life, the waking world, what do you think you're in? You're in another dream, just more physicalized. It feels so much realer than that one, but that one felt real too. Just as real as this almost. Okay, so now while you're here, and you wake up, why do you think we call it waking up? Why do you think we call it waking up? Why do you think we call it the Great Awakening? It's because we've been dreaming. Now we're waking up to the fact that we're the dreamers. So what does that mean? That means that we're dreaming lucid here. Now you've become the lucid dreamer. You're aware of all realms while you're here. So what does that mean? That means that the dream is at your whim. Now, I got you. Watch this. Now, as the dreamer, this is from my perspective now. When I woke up to the fact that this is my dream and everybody's in it, what did I do? I went around the dream and tried to tell everybody that this is a dream. What did they do? Called me crazy. Of course they did. It's the same thing in the dreams. That's what they would do. They can't conceive of the fact that this might be a dream. They have no conception of it. They think they're their names. They think they're their circumstances. They think that they're their degree. They think that they're their car and their house. They think that's who they are. Their hair, their relationships. They associate themselves as that. But in all reality, they are soul beings, consciousness-based beings that are far beyond anything earthly. This is the dream. So from my perspective, when I rose to awareness, me going around my reality trying to convince everybody that we're in a dream and that they're in my dream. But I would never be like, you're in my dream, because I know that. But I want people to realize that from your perspective, this is your dream and I'm just a dream character. From my perspective, it's the same. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. It is a way to support me. If the gifts are working for you, it is a way to support me. If you can't give gifts and you feel like supporting, hit the Cash App. I don't care if it's $1. It's greatly appreciated, because this is how I can stay on here longer and discuss my crazy whoop-de ideas with the collective. Man, I appreciate y'all truly. As I told you guys, within the next couple times, thoughts on everybody's addicted to Jesus, and they need to stop being addicted to the Jesus character and just hear the story that this Jesus character was trying to convey to you. He was trying to bring you inwardly. People are too addicted to the Jesus character. Way too addicted. Too addicted with someone else's story when you're the story of life. You're here now living it. You're here now hearing the birds. You're here now watching the sun. You're here now interacting with human beings with kindness or not. It's up to you. You're the one here doing it now. All the other beings serve as examples for you to be a better human being while you're here. While you're here. But if you're enthralled in the thought that it's, oh, must bow down to Jesus, I must bow down to Buddha, you are pulling yourself back into the illusion. When these beings told you, basically, go within. Why are you worried about me? Stop putting me on a pedestal. Please stop worrying about the me you're seeing, because the me you're seeing is only being able to be seen because of your senses, and your senses are lying to you. They're not telling you what's really here. And this is... The kingdom of heaven is in you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. If we are all one being, what will happen to my and yours memories? All of it is in the network of energy. All of it exists. All of it. Listen to me. We keep associating ourselves as the body, so we think from the body. Even as I'm speaking to you about God, it's coming from the human mechanism. So I'm not even capturing the fullness of what God is. I'm only capturing what I've been able to gather through the human vessel, right? But I've been able to gather enough to give you a perspective of, hey, look, there is a oneness about reality. So all my quote unquote memories and things like that, I will take with me, but I will be able to access all memory. All memory. It's what we call the Akashic records. I'm able to access all that you've done in your particular incarnation. I will be able to gather from it. Whether you write a book and leave it or not, you don't even have to leave it on earth for me to gather from it. Telepathy. Right? So the me that I think that I am, I'm always going to be. Separation is a hell of a drug. Because it's hard for us to conceive of the oneness when our senses dictate that I'm over here and you're over there, and that there's something down the street. But we are swimming in an ocean of energy that our senses aren't able to perceive. Our extra senses can perceive it. That's why we call it extrasensory perception, or ESP. Our extra senses can perceive the ties that bind me to you, and you to the tree and the sun. It's like, oh, I feel that I'm connected to you. This is why I don't want to do you dirty. This is why I don't want to scam you. This is why I don't want to be mean to you, because I can feel that would be fucked up if I did that. I don't feel right doing that, because I am you. It's just that we've been desensitized to the ocean of energy that connects us. Through Hollywood, through media, through the matrix controlled system that we created to have that experience. But since I've been so desensitized to the energy that makes us who we are, I can say, fuck you. And not even feel a way about it. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to www.amazon.com. Type in MoonManT. type in MoonManT. Do material things. Everything has semblance of consciousness. There's levels of consciousness and levels of awareness within said consciousness. Indeed, I believe that the human being is a special being, I believe, in a way, because the fullness of consciousness is able to house itself in it. Now, a crystal, portions of now, the whole is in the one and the one is in the whole, but the way that the one is able to be expressed within this realm, it's only expressed in its fullness, from my perspective, through what we call the human vessel. The human vessel is like the final boss, where consciousness can fully express itself and talk about it like we're doing right now. The crystal's not talking and expressing itself the way we are. It's giving off energy to reality that when we hold it and feel it, we know what it means. We know what it's saying to us. But the human being there's something weird about the human in the way that it exists. Right? I believe that consciousness is springing itself or materializing itself through the human apparatus. This is why you feel the way that you feel. This is why you're contemplating. You're the contemplator. You're the one who names the crystal, the human. You're the one who observes the life and you're the one. And consciousness is fully infusing itself through this apparatus. I know it's a lot, but it's you. You are extraordinary. And more than that, I know we got hung up on words. But it's always been you. It's really my main point. It was always you. Me? Yeah, you. Not the person, not me. I know from my perspective it's me, but I have to say it to you so that you know that everything around you, including me, is an illusion of your world. If I come on here and just say I'm God, you're going to be like, well, what about me? What am I? Yeah, that's why I come on here and I tell you, hey, God is within you. No different than what a Yeshua or Jesus would have done. No different than what a Buddha would have done. No different than any of these beings would have done for you, to you, with you, as you. Like the live, share the live, give gifts if you feel called to. We're at 15,000 likes. Share the live. Give gifts if you feel called to. This is how I can stay up here for longer. If you feel called to support beyond this, you can hit the Cash App. I don't care if it's $1, $5, I don't care. Whatever it is that you feel I'm worth in the now, I'll leave that up to you. Also, if you'd like to book a one-on-one, click the link in my bio. Please follow the instructions. Payment is due upon booking because other people might want that slot. So if you'd like a one-on-one, we talk about many topics: reality, spirituality, blockchain technology, the future of this reality, all that good stuff. Or my thoughts of what the future is, because it could be anything. You're the one. It's your dream. You tell me what the future is going to be, right? Yeah. So this world, this world and the dream world are merging. They're one world. They're merging. So you don't have the time and space that you had in between what you think, feel, and what happens in life. Just like a dream. You don't have the time and space, the same time and space that you used to have and when we were in the third dimension, between what you think, feel, and what happens. So just like a dream. So when you're in the dream, can we change our dream if life is not treating us good? It's your dream. Of course you can. But listen to me. You've infused the dream with the belief that you... Listen to me. You've infused the dream of life with the energy and the thought feeling that you have no control. So since you're the dreamer, it must be so. Let me say that again. You're the dream. This is your dream. You've infused the dream with the belief that you don't have any power. So since it is a dream, it must be so. Since you are the one, it will give you that. So what your job is to reprogram yourself. Reprogram the dream from a program of powerlessness to a program of godliness. That's your job. That's your only job. That's your only job. And how do you do that? By going within, realizing that the external world is an internal reality, objectified, giving you a holographic experience of what we call material life. The sun, stars, and moon alike, all of it. Me, all of it. Apertures of your mind. Know this. Feel this. And when you do, then the reality will begin to change. It will begin to mold into your conception of what the reality is. It won't be at the whim of your subconscious thoughts, which are always human, which are always money-based, politics-based, human story shit, human shit. Not godly shit, not... Hold on. Right? Since... If you are God, if your true nature is God, if your true nature is soul, consciousness, if that's who you really are, and you have all the power of that being, and you design this realm, you're infused with the power of that being. So what you say goes. So if you say money's the power, then it's the power. If you say the politicians are the power, then they're the power. You said you're the one, you're the reason. Okay, bet, I'm going to give you that. That's what the universe said. All right, okay, whatever. Oh, my bills are due. All right, bet. Fear, okay, yeah, give them more to fear about. Give her more to fear about. That's what they said they want. But when you reverse it, and you have the experiences of the things that used to piss you off, that used to make you feel away, and you smile at them, you're not giving them your power anymore. Listen to me. So when the person that used to piss you off comes in your awareness, hey, hey, yeah, love to you. Nah, we used to interact like this. Bring it back. No, I am new. I realize it's all energy. And you've been feeding on my energy, my back and forth conversation, gossip, and drama with you. Cut it off. And when you cut it off, you return that portion of your energy back. Next, what's next? I don't know. You tell me. Okay, the news. Oh, I used to interact with the news this way. When they said a particular thing, I would feel this way. Let me watch it again. Not this time. Plane crash. Yeah. Much love to those who were in that reality. Much love to them, truly. You're not going to get me to feel away, though.